Hey guys, it's a little bit scruffy looking sloth because we've had a lot going on. Coming to you with a new mouse review. Now, this one I'm really excited about. It's the Scyrox V8. I'm going to give a big shout out to little Ducky144. He put me on game. He told me about this. He had the XTH Mini from Pulsar. He was using Elo Shapes, which is a great tool to look for comparable mouse. And this is like almost the clone. I haven't used the XTH Mini myself, but that's not what got me. Ducky said there's a 36-gram clone that has 4,000 hertz 8,000 hertz polling coming with it. I said to Ducky, that's got to be a $300 mouse. It's actually the cheapest, like high-end gaming mouse there is. So it's 36 grams. It comes with 8K polling included. You got to factor that into the price. And I can't wait to get in and see, because if this even has like decent performance, this is gonna 100% be the budget recommendation for mice, for gaming mice, for high-end mice. There will be no doubt about it if it can perform. I want to see how on earth they've got such a low weight with a completely enclosed shell. So yeah, there's a lot to see about it. Also, they talk about the unboxing on the website, so make sure you stick around for that. We're going to check out what that's all about. But yeah, we're about to get into my review impressions of the Scyrox V8. We had unboxed the Scyrox V8. It says super light on the box, and it is true in this case. I'm very excited to see how sturdy the actual mouse is. Ooh. Oh, it kind of fell over a bit, but it is nice. Okay, so that's the unboxing that they have on their website. You open up, and the mouse is presented up to you. Pretty cool. It looks like a decent size. I don't understand how they've got this to 36 grams. Let's have a little look. Okay, it feels extremely sturdy. So there's no give at all. Fully hard shell. No holes. 36 grams is so impressive in that it's in a budget mouse and extremely sturdy. Let's go. Alrighty, let's see what else we got here. Ooh, a little hefty box of goodies. We like that. This will have the base cable and receiver. So this comes with an 8,000 hertz receiver at the budget price of 70 USD. That's very impressive. So it's just got a small circular receiver. This cable is, holy shit. This is a thick cable. All right, so you would not want to use this in wired mode. Yeah, this is like insanely thick, very rigid. So that's one area that other mice beat it, because this is ridiculously thick. You couldn't use this for like proper gaming, but that's okay. It's a wireless mouse. Just charge it. Got a little booklet. Scyrox V8. A little bit of information. I believe it uses web-based drivers, which is really good. I've seen a lot of companies do that. And it's great not having to install anything on your PC. Comes with 2 sets of skates, but there are no skates already installed. So you just choose at the time you install. Got the 2 types, the longer and the shorter. Comes with a sensor ring on those, and that's everything we've got in the box. Good unboxing experience. Excited to see how this performs. First impression, no, you can't tell that they've cut corners or done anything outside of any other mouse to make this as light as it is. It just feels like a regular mouse, totally sturdy. So yeah, let's see how it is in game. All right, there we go. We finally beaten it. We finally beaten that long-standing high score, and it took a budget mouse. It's been feeling great in game. I had one day playing Apex yesterday, and it felt amazing. I was really excited to get into Kovacs. Excited to finally beat that score. That one's been there for a long freaking time. So shout out to the Scyrox for getting me there. just feels really nice moving it around. Um, yeah, and getting on the targets quickly. So W for that one. All right, I've done a few runs on this, and not being able to get back up around the high school area, it just doesn't perform as well. This hump here was, I got back on the Lamb Zoo to give it a try, which is main mouse before this, and immediately posted like a higher score. Yeah, I can't work out exactly what it is, whether it's a difference in the shape. By the way, it doesn't mean this is bad. The Lamb Zoo is in my opinion, the best mouse available. It's the best mouse I've ever used, that's for sure. So it's still performing highly. These are still like really good scores. And I will say in game, I haven't noticed it. That's why I wanted to test it so much. I've done extra on this and switching back and forth between the Lamb Zoo because how well I'm doing in game, I feel like should be reflected in this score. But I am definitely finding it harder to stay on target. So yeah, that's just what the results are showing. I can immediately pick up the Lamb Zoo and feel more comfortable. So in tracking in particular, but then we smashed flicking with the Scyrox. So very interesting results. Definitely wouldn't put this, as like don't buy the mouse because of this. Like in game, you don't really feel it. It's just interesting when you isolate it to see that the Lamb Zoo just feels a lot more comfortable at this particular task, but the Scyrox smashed the Lamb Zoo at the flicking. So it's a trade-off, and this is just the results that I got. Just a little side note before we get on to my final thoughts about the Scyrox. I was able to match my high score achieved with the Maya in that tracking exercise. It was just with an adjustment of my aiming style, and I didn't include it because I did a lot. I've actually gone back into Kovacs a lot, so it didn't feel fair to include it as a main thing because I've used it a lot more than I used the other mice that I reviewed. But yeah, let's get into firstly my thoughts. I'm blown away by the Scyrox. Honestly, for this price point, I'm so happy this product exists. I'm so glad that the barrier for entry into high-end gaming mouse has been lowered, particularly at 8,000 hertz polling rate. There are some trade-offs, okay? So I would say the trade-offs of this mouse are the charging cable is the worst cable I've ever seen. You can use it for like getting around windows and whatnot, but yeah, gaming on it, I would not recommend. The clicks are quite stiff. Some people probably don't even mind that, but it's noticeable when I compare it to my other like high-end gaming mouse. Also, the battery life is the lowest of any wireless mouse I've ever used. At the end of a full day of gaming, I'd probably be around 20 to 25% playing at 4,000 hertz polling. Doesn't bother me. So that's my point that I want to get to. These trade-offs to me are so worth it. In fact, I think I'm going to be using this as my main mouse in the short term. Sorry, I mean potentially long term. I'm still tossing up between the Maya and this. The Maya does have a slightly more premium feel. Like you can feel it with the clicks, just the mouse overall. It does feel more premium. The material, everything. There is no instability though in getting this mouse to 36 grams. So this is lighter than the Maya. Yeah, just my performance in game with this is like been tremendous. Other lightweight mice I've used, I have an issue. They just feel sort of unstable. Doesn't really happen with this. I feel very stable, and I think it's because of the palm support. It's quite good palm support, so that you sort of have that stability, even though it's on like an ultra lightweight. So yeah, I guess the most glowing thing I can say about it is I am considering replacing it as my main mouse over the Lamb Zoo Maya. Anyone who knows me, who's been around my streams, knows I tell everyone to get the Lamb Zoo Maya. That gets my highest recommendation. I still do recommend it. You can't go wrong with either of these. It just depends on what your goals are in game. I found for like flicking, I am like far superior on the Scyrox. Possibly due to the shape, possibly due to lightweight, probably a combination of those two things. So that's why I'm planning on continuing it because so that's sort of an area that's a weakness of mine with aiming. And if I can keep building it up by using this over time, then that's what I want to do. But you can't go wrong with the Maya or the Scyrox. Just for a comparison of price, the Lamb Zoo Maya, which I would consider a cheaper high-end mouse, that's one of the reasons we recommend it because It doesn't cost as much as like you'd get out of V3 Pros, you know, Logitech's, whatever they've got, latest thing, Superlight 2.4, whatever it is. You know, the Maya was the budget option for those that still could deliver. The Scyrox, you're dropping that entry at that low price even lower. And there are some trade-offs, but I don't think they're going to matter to too many people who care about gaming performance. The fact that you get an 8K dongle with this mouse for 70 USD, as a comparison to the Lamsey Maya 4K, that'll be 102 USD. Or if you want the 8K polling rate with the Maya, which I'll just let you know now, in my opinion, of all the mice and everything I've tested, different switches, weights, everything, I feel like polling rate's the thing that matters the least. I personally run it on 4K, and you know, I can run mice on 1K and pretty much get the same result. But if you did want to go for the comparison, you would have to get the Fnatic Maya 8K, which is 120 USD. So, you know, the price is incredible. So I still recommend the Maya if you want a more premium feeling mouse, you know, and a high performer, right? Absolute high performance mouse. But if you're on a, you know, a tighter budget and you want peace of mind knowing you're still getting high-end performance, Scyrox V8 absolutely gets my recommendation. You can't go wrong with either mice. In fact, I believe I'll be continuing to use this for a while, mate, until, you know, something better comes along, or I want to jump back and you know, maybe I'll alternate between the Maya and the Scyrox. But for the short term, definitely going to be using the Scyrox, which gives it my highest recommendation. I hope you enjoyed the review. Sorry if I blathered on a little bit. I've been all over the shop recently. But yeah, like the video, comment, subscribe. Feel free to come to my lives. I'm live every day. And we can always talk mice. You can get an update on how it's going.